Hello, my friends. In today's video, you'll learn about a woman who went to the hospital and came back with something extraordinary on her head. But before this video starts, so you don't forget, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. The human body often surprises us with anomalies and deformities. These are called birthmarks. However, some rare conditions occur after birth, which may or may not be a disease. It was one of these unexpected situations that happened to the Chinese woman in today's story. Liang Xuzhen was 87 years old and lived in Sichuan, southwest China. One day, she noticed a small black spot on her forehead that soon began to itch. The woman used natural medicine to treat the raised bump on her skin, and for 6 years, since the remedy worked without side effects, she continued using it without worry. Until one day, something strange happened. The lump ruptured and was suddenly replaced by a small, horn-like lump about an inch long that looked like an animal's horn. The family was speechless and didn't know what to do. The old woman's son, Wang Zhaojun, said, "We went to the hospital, and the doctors couldn't diagnose the growth. My mother doesn't like going to the hospital because she doesn't think she'll be able to return home. The doctors at the local hospital couldn't diagnose it and decided to treat her normally. Since the lump didn't seem to be growing, the family ignored it." And so, Liang Xuzhen lived for 2 years with that lump on her head. In her village, she became known as the, quote, unicorn woman. But one day, while her daughter was washing her hair, the lump fell off. But the family's nightmare became much worse after that. Where the lump had been, another began to grow rapidly. In just 6 months, the horn had grown to about 12 centimeters long and 5 centimeters in diameter. Even though the woman was terrified of hospitals, she was taken to the doctor again. This time, they were able to make the correct diagnosis. This condition is known as a cutaneous horn and causes the patient a lot of pain. It is composed primarily of keratin, the same material that makes up hair and nails. The bad news is that this horn could be a benign or malignant cancer. Speaking about her condition, Liang Xuzhen said, "Right now, it's just painful. Sometimes it's so painful that it wakes me up from sleep." Even though the horn causes a lot of pain and occasional bleeding, the family decided not to operate on the elderly woman. The fear that something might go wrong was too great. "My mother is already very old, and the lump is located in a sensitive area of her head. Surgery could be very risky," says Chaojun, Liang Xutu, quote, son. This elderly Chinese woman's case is unique, as this rare disease manifested in her in a particularly extreme and aggressive way. That's why Liang's family decided to make her story public. They want people to know about this medical condition so that, in the future, those affected can be diagnosed earlier and treated quickly. Imagine suddenly having a lump that looks like a huge horn growing on your head. What would you do? Comment and don't forget to like. This simple gesture is important and contributes greatly to our work. Subscribe to the channel here and turn on the notification bell for easy access to our content. Thank you.
Assista ao vídeo indicado.
Watch the dubbed video. Mira el video doblado.吹き替え版の動画を見てね. شاهد الفيديو المدبلج. 더빙된 영상 봐. Regarde la vidéo doublée. Schau dir das synchronisierte Video an. Guarda il video doppiato. Смотри дублированное видео. Dub kiya hua video dekho. Dublajlı videoyu izle. Tonton video yang sudah didubbing.